we're gonna get real drunk and talk about the system. That's gonna be aggressive. It's another episode for here. It's another episode. It's another episode right here for the big. Got the boy Chad, got the boy Eli, your boy Mike. Sponsors here. I gotta double up on sponsors here because I think I forgot last episode. All right, yo. What are we drinking? Yo, Eli, what are we drinking? What's this called?
It's real Japanese beer.
I read the
right
label
here.
before we started the episode so I can give a proper introduction.
Okay.
This is the Super Dry Asahi beer.
Okay.
It's a Japanese style beer with their techniques to give you a very dry and clean finish.
Mm-hmm.
But it is brewed in Italy.
That's weird.
Brewed and canned in Italy. So it's a Japanese style beer, Super Dry Asahi. And the flavor is called Karakuchi.
Karakuchi.
I fucked it up.
That
I
Gucci.
still fucked it up. So, I mean,
That's
this might be
crazy
our
it's
first
brewed in
sponsor. I
Italy.
gave you guys our best introduction
Actually,
yet.
that was legit.
We do like a silver can. It matches Mike's shirt. So all you'd have to do is pretty much print out Asahi and just put it on the gray shirt.
You already know. It's
So-
actually that simple.
Oh,
Just
shit. Spraying it.
Relax, bro.
High pressure.
This guy's always leaving messes up. That's like cleaning it. Like, yo, you're better off leaving it at that point.
High pressure beer.
That's
Get a
funny.
little taste, fingers up.
All right, yo. What are we talking about today?
Wow, that's nice.
That's actually nice. Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's really nice. Asahi. ¿Cómo estás? Wow. High quality
Okay.
standards.
Okay. So we're talking about the advantages of sports. That's what we're talking about.
And you know I'm a hater. Pros and cons.
Pros. This guy said pros,
Pros
and
and
cons. So yo,
cons.
let's start off with cons, bro.
Okay. Cons is constantly comparing yourself to others.
Okay,
If
it's
you're
true.
if you don't have self-esteem,
Check.
it can be a hit to your self-esteem if you're not successful in sports.
It's very true.
Yeah.
You look at guys
true.
like Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson, legends that just never got the ring, so they don't really have that, validation from their peers.
Damn,
as
that's
being a
wild,
winner.
bro.
Yeah.
So
Charles Barkley.
Carmelo Anthony has 100 million, but we're gonna forget
never
about him
won a
in like,
ring.
how many 5 years?
That's
No one
facts.
talks about him. He's not even starting. You know what I mean? Or he
He's
wasn't
not even-
starting when he retired. Guys
Yeah.
coming off the bench. So if you're a loser in sports, as much as the winners are championed, you're nobody.
Yeah.
And that's your life's work. You're dedicating your life's work to not be, validated. That's one.
Bro, I'd say a major con is like it's so easy to get trapped into like becoming like the label of an athlete to the point that like people don't know how to transition afterwards in life. You know,
Absolutely.
so it's like
That's
people
your
be
identity.
like it's nearly your identity. So it's like the good. If you're doing well, you're the man. If you're doing bad, you're depressed, right? And like some people, it's like if you make it to the league, amazing. But then when you're out, or if you don't, it's like 35, 40, like forever.
like,
it's
what's
like
life after?
I'm a football player, I'm a basketball player, I'm a soccer player, I'm a whatever it is. They're just holding on to it because it's like there's nothing that could be seen out of
Yeah.
it. So sometimes people really get trapped.
And let's be
into that
real, a lot of
persona.
people, the percentage of people that even go to university is under 10%. So if you're like 19 and your whole like identity is being an athlete, like what do you do after that?
Literally.
Literally. Like you're living in the past, you're playing at men's league.
Living in the past.
Yeah.
Too. Like the men's league, especially football men's league,
Yeah.
is like washed up dudes.
Bro, it's
true.
like
They're
you're
not
playing
in
you're
shape to
playing
be
a sport
tackled.
that can legit like mess you up for
Yeah,
life.
for like
you
work
can't-
and stuff.
What?
Football's a young guy's
Yeah.
game.
For
And like
what?
yo, it
Football,
sucks
you're done
because like
football.
some people will like literally like they'll want to chase the dream so badly that it's like they'll work a job for let's say someone leaves school at like 23,
Yeah.
right? But like they're 31, they're still hoping to get their shot at whatever sport it is,
Yeah.
right? So that means they just spend 8 years
8.
of working like a remedial job, whether it's moving, whether it's security, whether it's in a warehouse, whatever it is, just working that job just to pay their bills so they can still just train all the time.
Yeah.
To the chance that it's like so it's crazy when I came back here. 2017, someone told me like some drunk old guy in the club. It was at Anco, and I was working security. And I'm like, like football, da 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 da. He's like, all right, let me tell you this. He's like, you're 24 years old right now. In the sports world, you're old. But in the work world, you are young.
Yeah.
Just straight like that. And it really made me reflect. I'm like, that's actually very true. Like
8
I
years
can-
that you could be
giving you
building
free
a
game.
skill.
literally,
a legit skill.
like from 24 to 30, I can like literally like build a skill, a business, whatever it is, or can just like still
Live
be
in
trying
limbo.
to chase something that's like
Yeah.
has a clock.
And let's be
attached to it.
real. If you're like chasing, most people here are chasing like we play football, so it's always the people that are chasing like that CFL tryout kind of thing, right? CFL tryout for what? Like how much money are you gonna really make instead of building a skill that can pay you like tenfold?
It's true.
You know,
Yo, this was a whole nother conversation. Like in a sense, like there was someone like I was talking to someone. I'm like, yo, like the problem with a lot of our culture, or like a lot of people, a lot of kids these days, it's like if somebody came up to you and they're like, yo, like I can give you two options. I could teach you how to make like well over 6 figures, but it'll take about 2 years for you to get there. or I could teach you how to make, or I can give you a job tomorrow for $20 an hour. Which one would you want? They'd be like, all right, like, where do I start tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like literally, like straight like that, without thinking of the long term. Right, so
I want to get back into that when we start talking about the pros, about the delayed gratification.
Okay.
Sometimes for sports, because there's like Joel Embiid's and stuff like that. Guys that trusted the process. But yeah, let's not. I want to stay on the cons for a bit so we can build it back up and end on a high note.
Okay,
Another con I think is like literally just the pressure and like just people not understanding how much is crammed into one day, and it can be a lot. Like you can get overworked and like feel like really, really like tired and just fatigued just from like, for instance, like when I was in the States and everything, like, bro, our day was packed from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sometimes couldn't even get dinner because we had stuff going on and like shit closes down and then people get upset and they're like, oh, well, you guys get to go to school for free kind of thing, right? But like, yo,
it's a full-time job,
bro. It's like you don't. Our day doesn't go from 8 to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Our day literally goes from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Get into bed and you got to go back
and you got to
do
like
that
compete.
right.
It's not just like I have to be there
Exactly.
my shift. It's like I got to
Exactly.
be like pushing myself every day and being better than the guy who's behind me.
So it's
or
a
I can
lot.
lose my scholarship or
That's
something like that.
definitely a lot as well. But I mean, it builds you.
yeah.
Yeah, it builds you for the future.
That's the pros. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
pros.
a pro.
Yeah.
It's like
Save the pros. We're gonna build
Yeah,
it back
yeah.
up. But I think another con, like kind of building off what Mike was saying about having the identity of an athlete, is like there's like the LeBrons of the world who are super accomplished in their position, and the people are like shut up and dribble. That idea, right? It's like when you're an athlete, it's really hard to break out of that athlete and get into like a social influencer and those kind of things.
Yeah,
And like
but
now it's a little easier, but
it's also like, bro, we gotta like think about what we're really talking about here. Like LeBron is literally once in a lifetime person. I'm talking about the people that are like,
no, but I'm just saying, like,
So-
even when you get, even at the pinnacle of your sport, you're still put in that box.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. So there is the guy who doesn't go anywhere with it, but then even the ones that are successful, it's like that's all you are.
And I'm gonna say another one of the cons is like just the injuries. Like
of course,
the simplest part of it. Like, you know, like all this little injuries that like we play through and all that kind of stuff that was fun. Like look at all like the like NFL or boxers or whatever it is that's like they can barely even walk, move, or stand.
Richard Grannon was like a running back for the Raiders when I first started watching football, and I saw something of him recently, which was just fucking insane to me. He was like, I'll go out to the mall and then I'll come out of the mall and like I'll be standing there looking for my car for like an hour. He can't
Just, like,
find his
memory
car.
loss?
Yeah, he like literally just can, and that's like a real. Obviously, it's
running back's
gotten
a tough
better.
position, though.
Yeah, but
Running backs can
it's
beat
gotten
up.
better since obviously whenever that was. But it's still like the injuries are legit. Like and all they do is they try to get you back ready as fast as possible, but they don't really care about what's happening 10, 15, 20 years
And
from
then
now.
now we'll get hurt. Like I got hurt recently, and it's like you're so guilty to actually take time to heal yourself.
That's the big.
because
That's
you're
a
like,
huge
yo,
thing.
I'm being soft, and it's like you're not soft. You're
That's
actually
huge.
hurt. You're not.
But even
I think
even
that-
during football, like there's the times where you're be super injured, and then you know the coach, we really use you this
getting-
weekend.
yeah,
How
yeah,
you doing?
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
And
yeah.
that's and I think when you said the pressure is like that's another one.
That's-
That's huge
yes.
pressure. It's like how do you like is being able to like self judge the difference between being like soft and actually being injured.
Exactly.
You know?
Especially when it's your football, you get 8 games. You're trying to get to the next
Especially,
level.
yeah,
Every
in
single
uni.
game matters. You
Yeah.
can't take the time off,
Literally.
right? So the pressures are definitely like.
Because even in like my senior year for Bishops, when I was playing football, I had a high ankle sprain in the game because there was like a halfback stretch, and they just basically turn down the line and run down the line, and I'm the anchor, so I had to be. I was playing end, and I just plant my foot basically and let them fall on me. So I twist up like a high ankle sprain. But my mom came to the game, my girls had the game, and like it's the number one in the division. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in because I'm like a senior guy now. I'm like one of the key guys on defense. So I play the rest of the game, and I tape it like super tight.
Yeah,
tight
yeah,
my
yeah.
shoe, and then I'm on crutches.
Yeah.
And I end up missing 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Two, 2 out of 8 games.
what's that gonna feel like
That was like
when you're 45?
I've had so many ankle
Really?
injuries
You know
because
what I mean?
I've damaged it, and I just
Yeah.
played on broken ankles basically. And then it's like the reason why I wanted to play that is because I was almost like what's the word? Quantifying my worth based on my success within my sport.
And
Yeah.
that's the tough part about sports. It's like literally, it's like like let's say like football, let's say like a more aggressive sports. It's like your body is a tool, it's a weapon.
It's a
Yeah.
weapon,
You know, and like at the end of the day, yes, we get football is 90% mental, 10% physical. But if that 10% falls apart, then everything else is useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's definitely a con. Like I think with injuries too, like you start to like you're saying with the identity thing, you start to have a bit of an identity crisis when you can't do the things you used to do, right? You go from being like the man, super strong, like I can jump on top of that box, I can lift anything, I can get tackled, to like,
Wow.
oh, I had a back injury. I'm like, I can't even like get out of my bed.
Yeah.
I can't even put my socks on and stuff like that, right? And it's just like, I feel
And you're
so,
still young.
it's a hit. I know, and you're still young, so and I know it's going away. I know it'll pass, but now it's like a chronic thing.
Exactly.
I have Parkinson's, and I can't hold a drink, and I'm like this, trying to drink. Right?
And it's
It's
just like what you don't know where you're
Yeah.
gonna be in like when you're 50, and like with the way science is going and everything, 50 will be young.
we might touch on
Yeah.
50.
You know what I mean? So like half of your life you're gonna be like, you know,
Yeah,
crutches or
hobbling
like
and
you're just
yeah.
not full. You know,
Yeah.
it's like how does that affect my grandkids? Like
Yeah.
I can't fucking do anything with them because I'm I don't know.
And again, there's a lot more sad stories than there are happy stories. Like there's one LeBron for every 10 million
Exactly.
guys that
Yeah,
had
yeah,
nothing.
success
So,
stories.
you know, like
yeah.
you watch Friday Night Lights and Booby Miles is crying like I just want to play
Yeah.
football.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
there's a million of those.
A million.
I blew my knee out in grade
Yeah,
12.
yeah.
Bro,
You know what I
1%
mean?
of
Like,
high school
yeah.
students go to the next level. 1%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Less, and for basketball and stuff, it's like way less.
Yeah, basketball's
crazy.
super
Yeah,
tough.
like it's insane.
Basketball, you
bro.
got to be like next level.
Yeah.
But again, like that's the cons you can kind of.
Yeah, so let's bring it to the pros. Like let's bring it to the pros of sports.
I think the obvious one is like, especially team sports, is like you have friends and family, and you go through shit with guys, and you learn how to like overcome adversity. And like, yo, I'm looking to the guy to the left of me. I'm running these sprints. I'm about to die, but he's about to die too.
And it's
when
not
we're done,
that's-
you
yeah.
hail each other up, and you're like,
The games
we
are
did that.
great and everything, but like
Yeah.
it's that brotherhood,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like the locker room and all that kind
Yeah.
of camaraderie. Like that's the stuff that you really, really remember. You build relationships for life, right? Like some of the best people I ever met was all because of sports.
For
Like
sure.
literally.
And it's like a healthy outlet. Like, you know, these people are, you're friends with people that for the right reasons.
Yeah,
Like, we're going
yeah,
to practice. It's like I'm not just chilling on a corner. I'm chilling after school,
Yeah.
smoking, and then it's like I'm going to practice. I'm getting in shape with this guy. Okay, we're gonna hang out. Let's go lift. Or like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like
exactly.
positive friendships and positive relationships. And you guys with a coach and stuff, it's like some guys don't have father figures. You know, and a
Oh,
coach
for
kind of
sure.
becomes a
For
father
sure.
figure.
For sure.
Right, and some discipline and to respect authority and stuff like that. Because a good coach is like life changing.
Absolutely.
Right, because sometimes your coach will say it and you'll hear it, when your dad will say it and you won't hear it. You know, he'll be like, "You got to." The reason why you got to practice is because you want to play a certain way, right? Coach says that because you actually care what he says.
Exactly.
You're gonna actually apply yourself. When your dad might be saying that for 10 years.
You guys don't have boys, obviously, but when if you do hypothetically have a boy one day and they want to play football, are you gonna allow them to play football?
Yeah.
Of course.
Like no matter how,
Honestly, whatever sport he wants to play,
Yeah,
as
whatever he
dangerous
wants
as
to
it
do.
is.
right?
Just
But
do
you
your
are you
thing.
gonna push football, or it's more
No,
like
it's just like whatever
whatever they
they're
want.
I might
interested
push
in.
it because I'm a fan of it.
yeah,
And I think especially junior football, like high school and like city football, like Dolphins and or not Dolphins, like OVFL, that kind of football for Canadians, like city football, provincial football. I think that is pure football, and I think that's very important.
yeah,
But next level football, that's up to you.
yeah.
Because
For
next
sure.
level football is good because it does challenge you, but it's way more of a job than
Yes.
it is the pure essence of a sport. Like like OVFL football is like pure football. It's
Yeah.
just like go out there, make a play,
It's
make
fun.
a tackle,
Yeah,
eat-
it's fun.
chill with your
It's a lot
friends,
of
eat
fun.
orange
Yeah,
slices,
literally,
like have a
literally,
burger
yeah.
after the game, win or lose.
Yeah,
right?
Burgers and
Yeah.
shout out to burgers.
Shout out
Yeah.
to burgers, man. And it's just like that's pure football. So I would actually push and I remember when I'll speak on myself a little bit. I was a late bloomer, right? So like when I first started football, I hated it because I was super soft. I didn't have that like testosterone there, so I was just like, I don't want to hit anybody.
Bear sisters.
Yeah, I swear to God, it's actually true. I had 3 sisters at home, and I was just not like a naturally aggressive person. And then I turned 16, bro, and you can see the difference in my picture. Like I went from a chubby to like my back straight chest up, and I was just belt it. Like I had my head in the pile, and I would have killed the guy from grade 9 to grade 10. It was like I turned into a man.
Yeah.
And like I was so about it. But if I didn't have that avenue to like feel the difference, like then I got a certain confidence in my body where I was like, when I was a kid, I was always kind of chubby and goofy, and then I stretched out and I got a little bit of muscle, and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm a man now. And I was like basically be able to like impose myself on people.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I can get there before he can get there, and when I get there, I'm gonna hit him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I was young, I was like, I just don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm saying like football, it's like, yo, that Oklahoma drill like makes boys into
For
men.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I cry. I remember I cried one practice when I was like early football, like 10 years old. So the guy came down the line, put his helmet in my chest and winded me.
Yeah.
And I'm crying. I'm like 10. And my mom just sat there in the stands and just watched me cry. And I was like, I got up and went and played again.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I mean? And the next time I got popped, I just got back up. And my mom didn't say shit. She just let me cry. And I'm like, keep on figuring it out. That's how
there's no help here.
There's no help.
Yeah.
You're on the field.
And that's real world.
You want me to
bro.
do run on the
That's
field?
real
and
world.
pick you up? That's what I'm saying. That's
Exactly.
real
And
world.
I think that's
Want me
like
to
one of the
run on the
biggest. That's a big
That's a
takeaway, a big
huge
lesson.
role.
It's like we learn skills that like literally grow us up for the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like literally, it's like just like you were saying. It's like when shit's gonna happen, shit's gonna suck. You know, but it's like there's not always gonna be someone to baby you to protect you.
No
It's
one's
like
gonna
you
pick
There's
you
so
up.
many
like
life
literally,
lessons.
like get up, man up, and just like take.
No one's
take
gonna
it
pick you
stride
up
and
when you
just
fall.
get
Yeah.
better,
Get up.
working,
Yeah.
right? And like I think another big thing a pro is like just the delayed gratification, like we were talking about before. Like literally, like our football seasons were 3 months, if that's literally.
That
So
drives me
we'd have to
crazy, bro.
grind 9 months in
8
a year,
games, bro.
like as hard as we possibly could, just in the hopes that like these 3 months will go well.
For 8
You
hours.
know what I mean?
Think about it, like
literally.
8 hours of game.
Yeah, like, and you can testify to that the most. Like, you're
Yeah.
probably the hardest work I've ever
Bro,
seen.
I worked
Yeah.
like honestly, that was like one of the best things that ever happened to
I
me.
was big chilling.
Like, yeah, I was big chilling.
Yeah, Michael's
Bro,
in
I
the
was
gym
smoking weed
hours
3
just catching
times a
tennis
day.
balls.
Mike's
bro.
like, Peter at
I'm
7.
doing
I'm
the
like,
most,
all right,
bro.
9 o'clock I pull
you know,
up.
you know what happened though? You know what happened? Like in grade, so in my first year of uni, I came in off of a wrist injury. So like obviously red shirt and all that Western. And then like I was like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna try my hardest just to see what happens. And I actually saw like a difference between like first year and second year of me actually trying. I was like, oh, hard work actually like does shit.
Hard work
like,
is real.
literally,
Hard work
like,
is real.
yeah. And I
That
honestly,
shit was a
it
scam.
sounds
Yeah,
stupid,
that
but
sounds
I
like a
didn't know.
scam.
'Cause, like in high school, I never really worked in school. I just kind of didn't like as athletes.
Yeah.
Like we just kind of like played and we were just like good, you
Yeah.
know. So I never really thought of like this hard work thing. I was like, oh, this actually works. And then I just like kept on pushing it. Now I just use that work ethic for life.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But it's like I never would have learned that if it wasn't because I saw like a physical space where like I saw results from my hard work. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this shit's cool.
And it's something you
know?
actually liked.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like school where like you could have the same outcome in school if you put the work in, but you didn't like it. You didn't
Yeah.
enjoy school. There's no like I got a good A. That doesn't make you feel good. Getting a
Bro,
touchdown.
that's another topic that we're gonna do. Is education overrated? We're gonna do that
Absolutely.
next.
That's deep.
College,
Serious.
college,
Not right now, not right now,
university
not
degree.
right now, not right now, not right now, not right now, bro.
I will say
Next
this
episode.
though about university education, as similar to football or everything, delayed gratification is that it doesn't, because like I've said 100 times, bro. Has anyone ever asked you for what was your average in uni?
No, that's facts.
Your university degree
actually
is
facts.
literally just a paper that shows that you can be counted on.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And it's the
You'll
same
stick
thing.
something through.
Exactly. It's the same thing with sports. Like if you can get through the workouts at the
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
all the film, everything like
Yeah.
that, employer will always look at you higher than someone else because you
Yeah.
have you can commit to something and
That-
really
that's
put in the
another
hours.
con I have for sports though.
That's a
The
con.
hours?
That's well, not the hours, but like it made me dread working out. It made me look at working out like a chore.
Fair.
But that's me. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe that's
no.
not a con for
no,
everyone.
no, that's
But
true.
I used to
'cause
hate it because first of all, it was never on my time. I'm
But
not-
you were like squatting and Mackey squatting behind.
I was looking at
That's
sessions.
different.
I got a guy's hands on me like
That's
this. I'm like,
different.
going up and down.
That's
He's like
different, you
banging
know.
on my door at 7 a.m. I'm like, Coach, I'm sick. I don't want to go. I'm sick. I don't want to go.
Yo,
Yeah,
in,
that shit
in
was
retrospect
different.
was love, bro. Like
It
that
was-
was
Oh
the
my
man that
God,
actually
he
wanted to
cared.
see you
He
succeed.
cared.
He's like, yo, you're a prodigy, and we're
Yeah.
gonna make sure
Yeah,
you
he
get there.
cared, bro.
That's
Shout out to
love.
Mackie.
Like, the man
Shout
was
out Mackie,
banging on
yeah.
your
Shout out
door.
to
That's
Mackie.
love, bro.
I'm at my girl's like, and he's waking me up like I'm like, yo, I'm coming right now, Coach.
Yo, shout out to Mackey,
But my
man.
point is like 6 a.m. runs. It's like I'm not like early bird person, right? So I used to like. That's so unnatural for me. We don't play at 6 a.m. Nothing
I
is at
know,
6 a.m.
yeah.
Why are we up
True,
here at 6 a.m.?
yeah, yeah.
It was
True.
just to
It's
make
just
me
a
say, get the
mental
fuck out of
toughness,
bed.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a
Just
mental
Get out of bed
toughness,
and
bro.
do it because I told you.
And that's a
to,
major
right?
pro in itself. Like when it comes to sports, the mental toughness.
Exactly.
That it builds.
And
Like,
but
you
that
can't build that. in
Because now you
translates
got to go
to
to
the
work
real
and you're
world.
like, I'm up.
Exactly.
I don't want to be
Because-
up. It hurts me, but at least I'm not sprinting.
Bro, when
up
you
there.
have a job and kids,
Yeah.
you can't go work out at 2:00 in
Yeah.
the middle of the day, bro.
yeah.
And being fit is so important for longevity in life, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna teach you one thing
Yeah.
that's gonna translate for the rest of your life. So
And to build on that con though, like working out, I had to find my love again for working out, and I had to
Yeah.
find out how I like to work out,
Yeah.
what complements my body.
Mhm.
I'm not
And
powerlifting
no, so
anymore.
like to spin that into a pro, like
Yeah.
at least you know proper techniques of working.
I
out.
think it's a pro.
Could you
I
see
think
some
it's
of
a
these
major
people in the
pro.
It's a
gym?
pro, but-
I'm looking at some of these people in the gym like, yo,
No clue.
you've never learned how to
No
work out.
clue.
Even though
Yeah.
you're not like, I'm happy that you never have to do 10 sets of 10 squats. That was just stupid.
That was stupid.
But at least like we learned how to do a proper
those
technique
workouts
and
were like
form.
3.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Those are dumb,
I got
bro.
And we're
class,
still
I'm like,
losing.
those
We're still
are dumb,
0-8.
bro.
It's like, yo,
Those
you
are
work out-
dumb.
Why aren't you going to class, coach.
Yeah.
I can't walk.
But real shit though, it's true. Like those people in the gym, like right now, that someone who's thinking about starting to work out at like 40, bro, they're doing more damage to their
And
body.
we have,
than-
and we have like a
literally.
base, like so, like all the football guys I know, it's like, yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
it's like 225, like it's like a big thing, and I'm like, bro, everyone I know can bench 225,
Yeah.
Actually,
because it's all
actually.
football guys. But why would you ever bench that much?
Exactly.
You would never
You
need
know what I
to.
mean? We're
Yeah.
bigger guys, so okay, whatever. But I'm saying like all my friends like, man, I'm at like 185, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's not even a diss, but it's just like to us, it's like it's
Yeah.
The regular
unacceptable.
guy watching this.
I know,
regular
those
guy.
guys, and I'm just-
You losers out there.
but I'm saying like
Yo.
in football world, that's just unacceptable.
Exactly.
Like 185 is like a
You
warm-up
haven't been
weight.
working
Yeah.
out.
It's like you're not
You haven't
lifting.
been following
Yeah,
the
yeah, you're not doing your job.
Literally.
So 2 plates is like how many times can you do it? It's not
Yeah,
can you
it's
bench
not
2
can you
plates.
do it, it's
It's
like
how
how many
many.
times.
It's
Yeah.
like 2. Okay, you're a slot bag. Yeah. 20. Okay, you're a D. You're a D.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like how.
Yeah, I would
and
say-
so it makes you competitive. It makes you competitive. It
I would
makes you
say
wanna
another
be better.
pro. Another pro is just like understanding the importance of team and mentors. Like that's definitely like a huge thing that you learn from sports.
Yeah.
Like if it's a team sport, you're gonna understand like you need to be able to work with people. Doesn't matter if you like this person or not. When it comes time for the like whatever it is, you have to be able to work with different kind of archetypes,
Yeah.
different kind of personalities to make it
Yeah,
work.
especially like you're a
And then-
receiver.
Yeah.
But like we've always
And
seen
they
those
don't
people who
hate if
come
you
into the team as freshmen and they think they know everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's such a poor like mentality. And if you don't get out of that, like you're not gonna be coachable. You're not gonna be
They get humbled.
like
even,
employable.
and even
right?
like
Humble,
even like
yeah.
bringing it to a different sport, let's say boxing or golf or tennis, where it's more of an individual sport. Like they still understand the importance of a coach,
Yeah,
of a mentor,
absolutely.
of someone that's like done the stuff that they've done before. Maybe not at the level that they want,
Maybe even
to,
more
but,
so. And
you know,
way
like, but they
more,
just
way
it's a lot more
understand.
intimate.
Yeah.
So it's like just knowing like now if we're gonna go into a field or a job or a lifestyle, like I remember we were talking about this. You were talking about this actually on one of the podcasts where like the people that you look up to
bars.
are people that like depending on like where you want to go.
That one stuck
You'll
with
look
you?
at those. Yeah, that stuck with me still. You dropping knowledge. still.
Dropping knowledge.
Yeah,
Still.
so it's like, you know, and it's the
What I
same
do,
thing.
man.
Like the only way you're gonna learn stuff like that, people are gonna learn stuff like that from sports. It's like I know I want to be a great tennis player. So I have to like I've been getting coached by good tennis players my whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I want to be a good I don't know like a beer designer, then I probably need to talk to some good beer designers.
You should probably talk to a Shahi.
Yeah, you know, and put it right here.
Asahi, yeah.
But yeah, you would be a fool to like have someone who is legit or has tons of experience and not to try to learn one thing from them. You would be literally a fool. Like my dad, one thing he always told me is like, and it's such a corny, but like be a sponge, right? Like literally soak up
Sponge.
That's
all the
not
information.
corny. That's excellent advice.
And
That's
yo,
actually-
any interview I ever had when I was an underclassman, I would always say, I'm trying to be a sponge. I'm trying to learn
Excellent.
from the upper
I
class.
tried
They
to-
probably
the other
love that. They
day,
probably
you know,
ate
and
that up.
they
Yeah,
loved
they're
it,
like,
bro.
yo,
But
we
it's-
love this
it's
kid.
It's
Yeah.
so legit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
like
just had the phase of my life for
you know
how
what I
I'm trying
mean?
to
Like,
soak it all up.
you know, that's all.
And learn
Suck
from
it up.
other-
Pause.
Yeah, pause. That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
We going.
That's crazy.
Circle back, bro.
Pause on that one. Pause on that. No.
But yeah, like getting back to like what I was saying about
Not be lacking. I'm out.
had to
That was
suck it up.
crazy.
yo.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna cap. That was crazy. Yeah, that's not who I want to be.
An extra D is wild, yo.
Extra D is wild.
Transgender
Holy
stuff.
shit.
Oh, he wants to
No,
try to
don't
get
even
us
get me
triggered.
on
He's
that.
trying to
yo.
get us
Don't get me on
triggered.
that. Don't get me
Happy
on
Mother's
that.
Day.
Yeah, we're talking about pros and cons, bro. Everybody relax.
Pros and cons. But yeah, like talking about my son, like I always said that I was never gonna let my kid play football because of all the head issues. I had head issues, right? And it scares me, right? But bro, when I think about all the sick moments,
You were in that dark room for a bit too.
a month,
A month.
a month, bro.
Couldn't look at the light.
No.
Damn.
Sunglasses.
Were you watching
and shit.
TV and stuff?
Yeah.
the
Lots
light,
of
bro.
seasons
That's the
still.
light, bro.
That's I know. That's why it took me. Maybe it should have been 2 weeks. Took me a month still.
Sitting in your dark room and watching TV with sunglasses.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
damn.
In my
Worth it.
living
That's
room,
worth it,
bro.
though, still.
It was nice. I caught up on Game of Thrones, but like, hey,
That's a good show.
bro, all the sick memories, that I have from football. How can I like deprive my son from that?
And I think honestly, like I know football is dangerous too, but a lot of things are dangerous. You know what I mean?
Everything,
Like,
yeah.
what if he's into mountain biking? What if he's into
Yo, that's it's a Mountain
but I'm
Dew
saying-
type.
But I'm saying like, he could be
different, that's
into, like,
different.
okay, if he wants to play golf, he's pretty safe. But I'm saying like, there are a lot of activities that are dangerous. But like,
Yeah, but look at Tiger Woods, bro. Playing golf, he's guy's back is messed up, bro. You can get messed up in anything, man. He has that spinal fuse stuff,
I
right?
can't play that. I can't play
You
that.
can't get messed up from
You
anything.
can get messed up from anything. Obviously,
'Cause it's like-
certain
'cause
things are gonna be.
football.
Like, if
let's
I'm
not pretend
gonna,
like football's not more violent.
yeah, like if I drive a motorcycle every single day, I'm probably gonna have a higher chance of like.
It's like
you know?
even like from the simplest thing. If someone's at the desk like for 30 years, they're gonna have arthritis in their
Exactly,
fingers.
bro.
because,
Sitting's
like,
the new
it's always
smoking,
dipping
bro.
Damn. That's a bar. I never heard.
Stand up.
I'm not gonna.
That's deep. It's a new smoke. I didn't know it was like
Yo,
that.
it's real, bro.
That's,
That's a bar, yeah.
so smoking go for a jog, bro.
These guys came for a rap. Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, bro.
Oh man.
I had a pro I was
So-
just thinking about.
Yeah, I'd say like,
Go,
go ahead. Do you
go,
think?
go, go,
No,
go.
if you got it.
No,
I was going
I'm
nowhere.
thinking,
I was kind of gonna wrap it.
Rap?
So.
No, don't wrap it.
Okay, so what you got?
We have to wrap.
yeah,
it,
we
bro.
could.
What do we
This guy
have?
wants
What do
to
we
talk for an hour.
26.
Give me 30 seconds.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, she didn't know what I was gonna
Think
say.
about the pro.
I can drop one more pro. Let me think.
Bro, if
Oh,
we're
I
thinking
have
about
one. No, I have one. I actually have one.
Okay.
This I remembered it. So coming in as a rookie, that's an important position
Okay.
because you come in and you sort of see a hierarchy,
It's
a social
humbling.
hierarchy.
delayed
It's humbling.
gratification.
Delayed gratification. And you come in as a
humbling.
rookie, you go through your rookie party with your boys, you get your head shaved, whatever, and then
Get my head shaved.
you're humbled. You're like, yo, I'm the bottom of this right now.
Yeah.
I came from grade 12 where I was him, and now I'm the bottom of this. And I got to rebuild myself up. And then I'm going to be him, and then I'm going to go pro, and I'm in the bottom of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what it's like in a job. If you come in as a rookie with humble, like you obviously want to be confident, and you're going to play, you're going to compete when you're a rookie. And if you're the best guy, you're going to play. But debatable.
Trusting the process.
Debatable. You're going to trust the process, but the rookie experience is very important because even in your career, you're going to come in as a
true.
rookie.
Exactly.
It's
and
a
like
humbling process.
when you're not
So-
playing,
Yeah.
those 6 a.m. workouts
Don't
really
feel
matter.
worth it.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
really
yeah.
matter,
They
right?
don't feel worth it. So you
It's-
have to be able to be like, yo,
The
this is
saying of
all
like
for-
working when no one's watching,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's everything in life,
exactly.
bro.
Joel Embiid,
That's
he started playing football when he was like late high school, and he's the MVP.
Basketball. Yeah.
basketball. That's a
yeah,
different.
basketball. Yeah, I'm
It's
just
okay.
saying, like,
It's
okay,
okay.
he's lucky, he's
But
7
yo,
foot, but still,
yeah.
but still, it's like you still have to develop a skill. He's not just like dunking on guys. He's
Exactly.
hitting fadeaways, hitting threes. He's blocking every
Yeah.
shot. Like he's a talent.
developing his game,
He's
bro.
developed, and like I'm saying, with the rookie experience, you have to humble yourself. And if you don't come in humbled, then you're not gonna mix with the guys. And then any group of people you go into, if you're not coming in with a certain
Yeah.
appreciation for what's already established, you're not gonna fit in. You're gonna have social struggles your whole life.
Yeah.
I think biggest pro is social development.
I
for
agree.
Sports.
I agree.
Biggest con is you get beat up.
It's a
That's
beat
fair. So I think there's more. I think overall there's more pros and cons of playing
sure.
sport.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like we could see like even like growing up the huge difference between people that played sports and took it seriously or people that didn't.
Yeah.
And even like if you go into like a job or workplace, like you could tell like
They
the
will
people that are the
always-
dogs, the people that are like selling, they probably were in part
Yeah.
of some kind of
Some kind of-
competitive
It's
something
competitive.
in their life.
Because you're talking about those stacked days. Now you do an 8-hour shift. You're like, that's
Why?
soft.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
soft. But
Exactly.
if you've only ever done 8-hour shifts, you're like, oh, this is deep.
But if you can turn it into a competition against yourself, bro.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing. It's like always being like at the end of the day, sports is like just always being better every single day.
no, I was just saying because I was like, give me 30 seconds. It's been 4 minutes.
Bro, yeah.
Yo,
Okay, yo, this was nice for me.
Asahi.
Nice.
This might be our first sponsor. I'm gonna get Mike to contact their guy. And then, get my people to talk to their people
know.
because he has a great shirt. This is perfect.
This is perfect.
Karakuchi taste, super dry.
We gotta
Asahi
go to
Brews.
Italy. Yeah, we're gonna be in Italy. Actually.
gonna be in
I'll talk
Italy.
to him. I'll be there.
I'll meet you. I'll
Yeah,
meet you
okay,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
come
we'll
show,
have a-
come
we're
in.
going to
Yeah,
Italy
yeah.
this weekend,
Yeah,
by
I'll
the
talk
way.
to him first, and then you talk to him right after.
I know, I'll talk to him right after. I'll close the
Yeah,
deal.
you already know.
I'll close the deal.
We got
You
this.
butter
We
him
got
up, I'll
this.
dunk it.
Yeah,
But
you already know.
I'm giving this like a 6.8.
No, okay.
I don't think we're in sevens yet.
No,
no.
you're 6.8 is fine.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little stingy.
Yeah, I'm going 7.3, bro.
No, I might bump it. I'm
Really?
7.1. Correction, 7.1. 7.1. I'm in the sevens. 7.1.
Say 6.7.
6.7.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 6.8 was a little stingy for me. 7.1. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I did too.
Because when you start, I want to see if there's an 8. Sorry.
Bro, shut up. Let me wrap
That
it
one
up.
cut.
I've been
That
trying to
one
wrap
cut.
it up for like 5 minutes.
Oh,
2 of them cut. 3 of them cut.
that's my fault. That's my fault.
It's okay. We'll leave it at that.